Aquarius, welcome to your tarot reading with me for December 2021. So I already did my pre-shuffle, laid everything out. We're going to start off with some messages I got from my Illumination Oracle deck to start off, get overall energy vibes, see what's going on for you guys for the month of December. And then Aquarius, we're going to go into my Nightmare Before Christmas deck to really dive in deeper, and we'll get... First row is going to be your recent past. Second will be your current energy. Third will be near future. Top will be career. Middle will be life. Bottom will be love. Then I'm going to clarify with my Tarot de la Nuit. And then we will close off with some messages for advice with my Moonology Oracle deck. All right, guys. So let's see what we have for you guys for the month of December. Hope you guys are all doing well. My quirky Aquarians. It's so funny because earlier when I was doing my pre-shuffle and I kept on singing that song from the 60s. It's called The Age of Aquarius. It's like the Age of Aquarius, Age of Aquarius. I don't know, just kind of trying to tune into your energy, I guess. But so random. But anyways, so I don't know why that was important. Maybe that'll come through. But it's just so strange. I feel like you're in your own bubble is what I'm kind of getting. Like, kind of in your own little world this month, in your own little bubble. Aquarius. And so first card I have is Hurt. I feel like it's not as much hurt. It could be that somebody has hurt you. But I feel like I really was told to focus more on this flower. And it really looks like a rose that's just, it's a rose that's kind of withered away. You know, it's not, maybe it hasn't been watered enough. And so it's starting to kind of wither and dry up. And I kind of feel like that's more of the energy I'm getting versus this pain. So for some of you may actually be dealing with actual physical hurt and truly, you know, being emotionally hurt. But for a lot of you, I feel like it's more like you kind of like losing your mojo or just kind of zoning out and just kind of like this loss of energy, this loss of life and excitement is kind of what I'm getting with this card here. Next, we have Universe Has a Plan. And then last, we have A Vacation. I like that. And I feel like that definitely makes a lot of sense too. You know, like with this kind of hurt, and the universe has a plan, and then there's like needing to take a vacation, a trip. Bottom of the deck, we have substances affecting your life. So it may not be you, but maybe somebody else. Doesn't necessarily mean alcohol, but somebody may be dealing with, there might be some toxic traits, toxic behaviors that somebody you're dealing with is going through. All right, so let's get some information, shall we? Recent past energy. We have the Page of Needles, Two of Candles, and the Four of Needles. I feel like with this energy, it's this weird energy. And I'm looking at the cards here and I'm kind of like zoning out, and I keep saying that, right? I feel like with the Page of Needles is all about, you know, coming up with ideas, coming up with a plan, coming up with ideas, you know, coming up with a plan. And then you've got the Two of Candles, which is telling me that there's a choice or a decision that you need to make. But Four of Needles is taking a break. So what I'm getting here with this is that you really need to take a break and really go back to really strategize, and taking a time out so that you can really make an educated decision is what I'm getting. You really need to make an educated decision on something, and so you really need to take some time out in recent past energy. So you may have kind of pulled your energy back from people around you. They may have actually be a little hurt because of you, from you pulling your energy back, Aquarius. But I feel like this was necessary because I feel like there's a very important decision for you to make and you have a choice you have to make, but it's like you really need to get more information, and taking a time out and getting more information before you take action and make that decision. That's what I'm getting really strongly. All right, let's go to your current energy here. We have the Death card, the Six of Potions, and the Two of Needles. Yeah. You keep looking back to the past, and I feel like you're having a very hard time looking ahead. And I say that because if you look at, and I didn't realize that until just now. I've got the Death card here, right? So it's cold, dead, stagnant, graveyard, right? Six of Potions is all about, looking back on the past, nostalgia, what once was, how things used to be, the good old days. And then the Two of Needles. Two of Needles is, kind of blocking out other people's energy. If you look at Sally here, she's sewing away, but she's kind of zoned out again. Like she's really ignoring all of her other surroundings. She doesn't even look focused. She's just kind of going through the motions, right? Kind of going through the motions, kind of zoning out, daydreaming about the past, something that's not around anymore. This is like very empty energy is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like you're in this like kind of very blah energy, this very blah mood, kind of stuck in the past. Two of Swords, Two of Needles energy is, you've got two swords crossed like this, and so you're blocked. You're blocked energy. You're not really allowing energy to come in. Usually you've got a woman with a blindfold that's holding the two swords, and so she's not even seeing, she's refusing to see what's around her. Here she's looking at what she's doing, but she's not really paying attention. She's not really smiling. It's very much just drab energy. And it's because there's no excitement. I feel like things are just kind of feeling very cold, very disconnected. And you're not, I just keep seeing you looking back towards the past and not really able to move forward, like really stuck in the past energy. And I keep looking back at this card that says the universe has the plan. So that, maybe we'll get some information on that here in the near future. All right, let's go into our near future. Near future, I definitely like this energy a lot better. We have the Eight of Candles. Definite movement, thank goodness, because this energy here is stagnant and stale. And then we've got the King of Needles. This is really you and your energy, Aquarius. Very much Aquarius energy, where you've got this masculine air energy, and he's got his thinking cap on, essentially. He's got his thinking cap on. He's really focused. He's focused, he's concentrating, he's trying to come up with a solid plan, solid ideas, very calculated, right? Very calculated ideas, plans, strategies. And I feel like it's like you're really moving towards happiness here, really working towards a strategy. You're really strategizing and moving towards happiness and being content. Knight of Presents. I love that. All right, so let's go into it going across. So if we're going across in your placement of career, we have the Page of Needles, Death card, and the Eight of Candles. You're really trying to get out of this funk is what I'm getting. Like you're trying to pull yourself out of this funk in the workplace. Really needing to kind of go back to, kind of going back to the drawing board. And I feel like you're trying to close something out so that you can start a new project, which I don't get that with the Eight of Candles, but the Death card is like my ending of something and something new immediately after. And I do mean immediately after because I've got this Eight of Candles, which is all about movement. So it's like, I need to hurry. Like, how can I finish something up so I can get on to the next thing quicker is kind of what I'm getting. How can I finish something up? What is my plan to close something out so that I can move forward and I can get the ball rolling and I can kind of free things up is kind of what I'm getting with you guys, Aquarius, for as far as the career. So maybe you've been working on a project for a really long time and maybe it's just been really draining. Maybe it's just been really draining. It's been kind of stagnant energy and really wanting to just kind of like close that chapter so that you can move forward onto something that's more lively, more energetic, with this 8 of Candles, right? Because there is no energy here. None. All right, so in the placement as far as life goes, we've got the 2 of Candles, the 6 of Potions, and the King of Needles. Ugh, I can't talk. So I'm getting here that there's, that there's some choices that you need to make. There's a choice, a decision you need to make. And I see, Aquarius, that you're doing a lot of thinking and a lot of strategizing. And I keep on looking as to how things used to be. But I keep on getting the message, go back to what worked best for you. Go back to what was working for you. It may be that in life, maybe you started following a course of action where, you start seeing things move in a certain way. And so you just kind of do that. And you've been doing that for maybe a number of years. You've been doing that for the same way for a while now. And now things have kind of reached this stagnant energy and you need to switch it up with this 2 of Candles energy for sure. Need to switch it up, need to make a change. And make a decision. And so with the 6 of Potions, go back to what worked best for you. Is what I'm really getting. And then as far as in your placement, as far as love goes, we have the 4 of Needles, 2 of Needles, and the 9 of Presents. I feel like you're pretty good in love right now. I feel like it's kind of, this is very much autopilot mode. Very much autopilot mode. Like, there's no action happening here whatsoever, but there's a lot of contentment. I feel like things are okay, but I don't know, there's like this overall energy is just like this kind of like stuck in the past, kind of stagnant, cold energy. And it doesn't feel like it's stagnant between you, and if you're in a relationship, it doesn't feel stagnant between you and your person, but it doesn't feel exciting either. It just seems very much like autopilot, like, eh. And if you're single, I feel like you're just putting a lot of, like, I really kind of feel like you've pulled your energy from a lot of people. Like, I don't feel like you're very social. I don't feel like I don't see you out there on social media a whole lot or in the dating game. I feel like you're kind of content with the way things are right now and just kind of content with your day in, day out life. I keep going back to this, but it's like, yeah, I'll just keep doing my thing, just doing that because, it's making money, and it's bringing me some happiness. Like, things are good, but I feel like things could be better. Like, this is so, there's a lot of blah energy here. Bottom of the deck, I do have the Queen of Needles. So there is divine counterparts here. There is a king and a queen. And look, they're looking at each other. They're actually looking at it. Well, they can't really, but they're both facing one another. This isn't exactly the warm and fuzziest couple, but this is you and your energy for sure, Aquarius. But I feel like you have, like, it's more intellectual. It's more intellectual than anything else. I don't feel like there's a lot of excitement here. Let's clarify. I want to really find out what's going on. All right, sorry guys. Clarify this Page of Needles for Aquarius, please, in their recent past energy. definitely get some energy and something out with my Tarot de la Nuit. There we go. Told ya. Oh. Yeah, so this needing to strategize, maybe needing more information. Yeah, you're waiting for some sort of truth, some sort of clarity. It's kind of weighing heavily on you, this needing to make a decision. So I've got Ace of Swords, needing clarity. Maybe you need more clarity, you need more information, need someone to be more truthful. This is definitely burdening you. This is definitely weighing you heavily on your shoulders. It's kind of stressing you out. It's something that needs to be released for sure. In recent past energy. Good news is I have the Angel de la Nuit here. This is a bonus card. This is my card that's like, everything's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. This is you coming out of the darkness. So I like that. Yeah, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords energy. Kind of being stuck. Not knowing which way to go. Clarify this Two of Candles. This decision that Aquarius needs to make. I'll just take those two. Hanged Man. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in limbo. You know you need to make a decision. And I feel like you keep weighing your pros and cons. But you're just so, like, just needing to see something differently. Like I said, I feel like you're waiting, like, I feel like in recent past energy, you really need to, like, you're waiting for more information to come through. So, yeah, so you can close something out. Or so that you can make a decision. Clarify this Four of Needles. I got that it's draining you. This is about work. This is about work. Page of Pentacles. So there's a decision about the workplace, something about work, something about business or money that's really like you're needing more information before you can take action. But I feel like you're worried about time running out. But you need to take a break. You've needed to take a break from it. But you're trying to make something work. And again, I've got Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck here. You're really, like, you keep looking back. You keep looking back at the past, Aquarius. I almost called you Pisces. Why do you keep looking back at the past? Let's go into current energy. Clarify death for me, please. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Six of Pentacles is definitely my card of give and take. Could be, you know, it could be like, you know, paying something out, paying somebody. So the death card, maybe like to close something out, you're going to have to spend money to make money is kind of what I'm getting. You have to spend money to make money, or some of you are actually dealing with a loss, actually, what I'm getting. When I look at, because I'm looking at the death card, that, and I've got the hurt. Some of you are dealing with a death, and I feel like you're actually having to pay for expenses, and that's why you keep looking back at the past. Oh gosh, Aquarius, I got it now. Some of you are like, oh, I wish they were here. I wish they were here. They always took care of things. They always nurtured things. Yeah, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, they made it easier. Some of you, it just may need, like, something is ending, and so, like, there might be a divorce or a separation, and there might be needing to, like, someone needs to pay out. Or in the workplace, you're needing to close something out, but you're waiting on somebody to pay you is what I'm getting. But for some of you, I feel like they're actually dealing with a loss. I do apologize. Clarify this Six of Cups for me, please. High Priestess. You know what you, so you keep looking back in the past. So I said this earlier, you know, in this section right here, especially with this King of Needles, this guy. If it's worked for you in the past, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? So why have you been doing something differently? Go with your gut intuition. Go with your gut feeling. Yeah, just go for it. The Fool's here. Bottom of the deck. Just go for it. This is like taking a leap of faith and just doing what you know and know that you do best, Aquarius, right? Some of you might be dealing with a Pisces or an Aries. All right, clarify this Two of Needles energy. Why are we in this stuck energy? I've got the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and I've got Three of Cups that kind of came out sideways. So my Three of Cups is definitely like celebration, coming together. Yeah, you're like really wanting to, you're pulling your energy away from people. You're kind of, I feel like you're not as interested in things anymore. You're not as interested, and maybe you feel like you don't have a common interest in the people that are around you. They don't inspire you. I feel like there's no, you need that stimulation, and I feel like that's what's kind of missing, is like there's no intellectual stimulation right now. There's no intellectual conversations really happening. Some of you like would love to have a deep conversation with someone over a cup of coffee or tea. Like, you kind of are like, oh, I would love to just have someone to just talk about, you know, just talk about this, you know, some sort of, you know, intellectual conversation, and just go down the rabbit hole, and some sort of, I feel like you're missing on that. Like, that's missing. You're needing that energy. You're needing, like, you're craving that. And what's interesting here, Aquarius, is if you look at it, like, she's kind of like very much Alice in Wonderland, like the Mad Hatter scene, right? It's like, she's like, well, you know, I've got no one to talk to about the stuff I want to talk about, so I'm going to have my own tea party. I'm going to have my own tea party, and I'm going to have a conversation with the rabbits, and we're going to just talk amongst ourselves in the forest. And that's kind of a thing, like, you're just kind of, oh God, you might be even just talking to yourself out loud, because you feel like you've got no one to talk to. You feel like you've got no one to talk to, nobody that really quite gets you. But here's the funny thing is I've got divine counterparts. Somebody gets you. This guy certainly does. Aquarian energy. Right? Let's go into near future. Clarify this 8 of Candles, please, for me. Eight of Candles is being clarified by the Sun and the Empress. Wow. We got to get you past this hump, because once we get you past this hump, things are going to start to really open up for you. Look at this. This is the ultimate yes. The Eight of Candles is all about movement, action, taking forward movement, action, momentum. The Sun card, the ultimate yes. And then the Empress. Really having, in the placement of work and career is wonderful. This is having really everything that you need. It's also that sun rising over the horizon. Daybreak. Daybreak. Really having, the Empress has everything that she needs. This is the card, the ultimate card of abundance. Very much prosperity. So this kind of blah energy, I feel like we're really coming out of it. You just don't know it. You just don't know it, Aquarius, with the moon here. You have no clue. coming out of it, coming out of this blah energy. Clarify this King of Needles. What's his deal? Tell me more about the King of Needles and the future for Aquarius. Okay. So for some of you, you may be, it's for those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like you and your person are very much on autopilot. Very much on autopilot. There's not a lot of romance. There's not a lot of excitement. It's been rather stagnant and kind of matter of fact. But it's about to open up. It's about to really get good with this King of Cups here, because this guy's starting to open up, working on and planning and strategizing on opening up, opening his heart. This guy's actually wearing his heart on his sleeve. Coming in from the darkness. Five of Pentacles is coming in from the cold. Because it's been pretty chilly out there, guys. I mean, this is not, it's not been warm and fuzzy, but it's starting to come in from the cold. I like that. Clarify the Nine of Presents for me, please. Aquarius. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck again. Judgment card came out. So this is my card of karma. It's also my card of, you know, she's almost completed a task. Here we've almost completed a task because we're at 20 out of 21, right? And if you look at it, you've got in this village, everybody has decided to leave the village because it's gotten cold, and it's you know, the roots have taken over. It's no longer lush. It's no longer green. The sun isn't shining there anymore. And it's just not alive anymore. It's kind of like a dead city, right? This village has kind of grown cold and done. And I feel like the Judgment card is like, this is you as like the last one leaving, going into the doorway where the sun sets on the mountains. The grass is green and lush, and there's water flowing. And really like, okay. But you're looking back, though. It's like you have this person that's looking back, Aquarius. Just make sure they didn't leave anything else behind before they take that final step. But this is like you moving towards happiness. Moving towards happiness, maybe towards taking a vacation, which would be nice, right? Definitely would be more exciting. Yeah. Let me get the outcome, potential outcome for you guys. 3 Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Queen of Wands. All right, we got some energy going finally. Finally, we've got some movement. Look at this. Looking attractive, energetic, feeling sexual, feeling magnetic. I mean, so some of you might be dealing with a Leo. Could be a Leo, could be an Aries, could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Could be your person. But I feel like things are about to get a little bit more exciting, a little more juicy with your people. And I feel like you just need to kind of wait. Trust your gut. And let the ships come in. I love that for you guys. Definitely getting out of that blah energy. All right, what messages and advice do we have for my lovely Aquarians for the month of December? Ooh, one more. Do you have any more messages for Aquarius for the month of December? Okay. We have a bunch. First one is, so this came in reverse. So I like that because it says your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon, but that's being in reverse. So I feel like this is like you really being committed, staying committed to something. is what I'm getting. Rather than it being tested, I feel like this is you really staying committed to a soul thing. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. Meditate and contemplate. What did we say earlier about recent past? They need to take time out and get more information. New moon in Pisces. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. I do feel that with the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Judgment. I do feel like things are starting to kind of amp up a little bit. And then I have adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. I like that. So needing to make adjustments. Coming out of that block energy, going back to what works best for you guys. I think that this is coming out of some really stagnant energy and some really nice energy towards the end of December for you guys, Aquarius. I love that a lot. Guys, if this resonated, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, all that wonderful good stuff. Leave me a comment below if this resonated with you. Until next time, guys, do be good. I wish you all a wonderful month of December and holiday.